Hey everybody, it's Vitali here at Firestorm Records, home of Red Barn Productions, and I'm back one last time with the Mix Wars series. Uh, Mix War is Adam's, Mix Wars is mine, but I will not be using the Mix Wars titles again after this episode, unless there's enough commentary to warrant me to come back and discuss whatever's being said or anything like that. I will not be using the Mix Wars titles again. Oh, one other reason I might, if I ever get invited by Adam to come back and do it one more again, I would do it then. But for all intents and purposes, Mix Wars is Adam's idea, and I'm leaving that to him. I will not be doing any more episodes titled Mix Wars. I also want to address something in my last video right quick, and hopefully that if y'all have seen that, y'all are seeing, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's kind of important to me. I want to point out that in my other video, I didn't notice until after I'd already put that video up. I said that me and Adam arrived at the same 1 dB true peak. That's not true. He ended up at -1. I ended up at +1. So there's a 2 dB peak difference, and that's not too bad under the circumstances. That being said, we both ended up at the integrated -15 LUFS. So I'm not going to worry any more about that. I just wanted to make it clear that I did notice it. And if you actually go listen, Adams is perceived to be louder because of all the highs at 3K and compression and stuff, but it's in fact not. So take that into consideration when you're judging the mixes. It's not actually louder, it just appears to be. However, I had way more dynamic range. He had 8.8. I ended up at 13.9, and here you can see where I ended up at the 1 dB true peak, and we both ended at -15 LUFS. So once again, I hope that clarifies matters and clears it up. I am not going to worry about a 2 dB difference in the peak volume. It's just like I said in the previous video. It's there's too many variables to get every number spot on, and then we're going to come back and hopefully we'll get to do it again. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Try it again. I also want to take this last episode to address gear. A lot of people are what I call gear snobs, and they talk a lot of mad trash, and they would have you believe that you can't do a good job unless you've got the most expensive top name brand gear out there on the market today, and that's just not true. It's not. I'm going to point out, for those of you that may not know, Billie Eilish and her brother record and mix and produce her albums and songs in their bedroom at home with a lot less space than I have. It's a fact. Go look it up. I'm not being conceited here, but I actually made the first round ballots this year as producer of the year. That's me right there. Now I won't know until tomorrow whether I got a nomination or not, and I don't expect that I will, because I do not have the money to compete with the big boys. I really don't. And that's the reality. It takes a lot of money if you're wanting to compete. Hopefully next year will be different. But for all you aspiring recording engineers and mix engineers, you don't have to have the most expensive, what's perceived to be the best gear in the business. It's more a matter of knowing how to use what you have. If you look here in my studio, or as we finally call this the shack, this is where we do a lot of side projects and stuff. I don't have a multi-million-dollar studio. I do have access to one about 40 miles away. If you can get in there, because actually the owner's playground. He didn't really build it to be for business. It is open for business. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's more the owner's playground, and I'm not hating. It's just the truth. If I want to go to a really nice studio, I have to drive 1,300 miles to L.A. or 1,190 miles to Nashville. There's a couple of nice ones up in Austin, and a couple of nice ones in Dallas, a couple of nice ones in San Antonio, and any one of those is 300 to 600 miles away. But if I was going to go spend that kind of money, I would end up going to L.A. or Nashville. I wouldn't go to Austin or San Antonio. That's just the reality of it. I'm hoping to one day have mine out on the ocean. That's a story for a different day. It probably will never happen, but we can dream, right? Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out the mixes, check out the videos. Please click that like and subscribe and share. It really helps. Until next time, this is Vitali here at Firestorm Records, home of Red Barn Productions, and y'all have an awesome week.